Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley, who yesterday we heard all about his weekend. It
Mhm.
was really what I would call a dumping of what a weekend was because it was a lot.
Mhm.
The pressure of getting cheese on your Whopper. I don't know how you deal with life when that happens. Um, but we missed out my weekend,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
which that's okay. Sometimes you just need to hog the
Yeah,
floor,
I
and sometimes
I
Dave,
needed to vent.
you
I
needed to
needed
you
to
needed
vent.
to vent and emote. You needed to
Exactly.
emote.
And thank you for being my sounding board. I
We let you
appreciated that.
emote yesterday. Well, today,
Now it's your
um,
turn.
now it's my turn. I feel good. I feel excited. Um, we've talked in the past about my intellectual upper hand, if you will, because I watch
Mhm.
a much broader scope of entertainment on the television.
Right.
And over the
Mhm.
weekend, I caught something that I found fascinating. I thought I'd bring up here today because I watch a lot of this BBC Select, which is
Mhm.
truly highbrow television. This is like
Mhm.
Nova, um, but cultural.
Yes.
I like to be well cultured.
And they're British, so they sound smart.
Well, they are smart. That's they're
Mhm.
they're they're smart people. And I was watching a show about filthy cities. I'm
Oh,
th-
interesting.
I'm thumbing through the like this. Oh wow, filthy cities. And what they do is they go around to cities of the past and they describe what life was like in, say, the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, up through there.
So, so similar to what like San Francisco is now.
No, I wouldn't go that far. Because we do have modern sanitization, and we do have.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, there is a homeless problem. Are you are
Yeah,
you
well, people are still taking dumps in the streets of San Francisco, but
are you
that's okay.
kicking the less fortunate down?
Not at all.
It
I'm
sounded like
saying
it.
this is not at all. I'm saying this is literally what's happening now, which isn't that far removed from the
Anyway,
1400s. But continue. I'm sorry.
as the show progresses, they talk about all the problems that we had with um, pollution and waste
Mhm.
and animals in the streets because people used horses back then, and it was just truly disgusting. Um, then they got to the point where they were talking about how they used to have the markets right there on the streets too. And since there was nowhere
Mhm.
to butcher animals other than right there in the markets, all their entrails ended up in the streets.
Oh God.
They literally shaved and gutted a pig on this TV show. And I'm watching them pull the entrails out of this pig. And this guy's like a science guy, right? And they've got
Mhm.
him in there shaving a pig. And there's pig hair everywhere. And then he reaches up into the thing and he's pulling all of its guts out. And the guy that's helping him do the pig, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wait a minute! You're gonna want to keep those intestines to encase your sausage. Go rinse that out."
Yes.
Yeah,
Hello.
I know.
Rookie mistake.
So here we are, and once again, I was a little freaked out by watching a guy shave a dead pig on TV. Um,
I'm glad you were able to overcome that
that's
and
what I
still
do.
show
I
up.
overcome.
Yes.
But nonetheless, yeah,
Oh
to see
man.
and they were talking about these little stilt shoes that people used to walk around in to
Hmm.
elevate themselves up above. So they
Yeah.
literally took everything that people used to walk around in the streets and made this guy walk around in it, from urine to feces to mud to blood to everything, and mixed it all up. Oh,
People forget how like pre-indoor plumbing, which
think about
once
the
once
smell.
we had the smell horrific,
Oh,
but just the unsanitary conditions in general. Once we had indoor plumbing, how much so much of the disease and disgusting atmosphere was kind of not completely alleviated, but improved to astronomical levels.
I
Although
wonder.
it was still gross.
I wondered, a day later about places like ancient Greece and ancient Rome and
Mm.
things like that because it wasn't on
Mm.
record that they were that awful. You wonder how they
No,
managed to pull it off. And by the time England came around in the 1700s, it had all been forgotten. I mean,
well, I
you,
mean, it may have just not been spoken of
I
or
don't know.
recorded
It's
because
crazy, right?
do we really need to record the back in the day when you'd put pencil to paper
Yeah.
or whatever you were using, ink to paper, you were probably picking and choosing what you're going to leave in, what you're going. Okay, do we need to record people's bathroom habits in this era? Maybe, maybe not.
I don't know.
Who
But
knows?
yeah. Anyway, you could look that up on the BBC
Okay,
Select if you had it, and you too could watch a couple of guys got a pig.
that's great. You know what? I'll just have to miss out, I guess,
Oh, come on.
on that highbrow
Well,
entertainment. All right.
I'm a little smarter for it. So,
Of course you are.
a little grossed out, but a little smarter.
I know a little more about pig intestines than I ever cared to.
Well,
So
good for you.
kudos to you, sir.
Thank you. You're more educated today.
Yes, absolutely.
Lay some news on me or something.
All right, let's do it. The United Nations on Monday adopted a U.S. resolution urging the terrorist group Hamas to accept the latest ceasefire proposal in Gaza. Israel has already accepted the proposal, which includes the release of hostages. Conflict is in its 9th month following the Hamas attack on Israel last October. That's still a mess. It's still, I don't see anything in the near future ending that. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't see this ending anytime soon.
Okay.
But again, thoughts and prayers with the Middle East, as
There you
always.
go.
U.S. Food and Drug Administration is warning consumers against eating a particular marijuana-laced chocolate, Diamond Shrooms chocolates. They have a low dose of the drug in the chocolate, but 8 people have reportedly been hospitalized across 4 states. Seizures, hyper and hypotension.
Ooh.
Also, nausea, vomiting. Did I mention seizures?
Yeah.
There were seizures.
There were seizures.
I think that needs to be mentioned twice because you don't want to seize up. Those were among the ailments, and no deaths have been reported. Microdosing.
Are these shrooms or are these marijuana?
No, marijuana. It's marijuana. It's the company was called Diamond Shrooms Chocolates,
Okay.
which kind of confusing because you hear the word shrooms, and then you immediately think it's shrooms and not
Right.
marijuana laced. And again,
Okay.
these were microdosing. That the interesting thing, especially with these edibles, that you always got to be careful of. You don't know always exactly what's in, or is the milligram, is the math right
Yeah.
on exactly how much is in it and what it also might be laced with. I don't know. Microdosing has been shown to alleviate anxiety and stuff, but you got to be uber cautious with all this stuff.
That's right.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Finally, a West Michigan high school has been invited to perform with a legendary classic rock band. Hudsonville's top choral ensemble, Varsity Voices, will perform with Foreigner in Grand Rapids at Van Andel Arena tonight. The West Michigan stop is part of the rock band's alleged final worldwide tour. How many original members of Foreigner is it?
I think it's just
Lou Graham?
It was in Spooky. Lou Graham's not in Foreigner.
Wait, that's right.
Was it,
I don't know.
What's his name? Mick. I think he was in Spooky Tooth.
Okay, I don't know who Spooky Tooth is.
Of course you don't, because you listen to Anne Murray. I don't listen to Spooky Tooth either, but I remember.
It sounds like a made up. They sound okay. Eris knew every mid-level and low. God bless Eris, an encyclopedia of rock knowledge.
I know,
but he knew shit about bands nobody cared about.
I know. All right, hang on.
Spooky Tooth. First of all, one of the dumbest names of bands ever, and there have been Butthole Surfers, still the worst band name of all time. But a Spooky Tooth, I would put up there.
Mick Jones.
Okay.
So
Mick Jones,
you got Kelly Hansen that's doing the singing now. You got Mick Jones. I guess Jason Bonham's playing drums for him.
Oh wow.
Wow. I don't know. Maybe no. And then
that'd be pretty cool though if you're in a high school band. I don't know. And you get to jam with Foreigner.
You know they're just gonna have to sing. I want to know what love is, and that's gonna feel stupid. I mean, that song sucks.
What? No, I want to know what love is.
As a whole.
Are you kidding me? I want to know what love is was one of those songs at a middle school dance that you hoped and prayed you would get to dance with the prettiest girl, and it never happened.
You hoped and prayed you'd get to first base and nothing more.
No,
I know what you're thinking, and that's okay.
No,
But
it's okay. See, you turned it
overall,
into something untoward, and
no,
I was
I
talking
did
about an
nothing of the
innocent
sort.
little middle
You
school
know what? I did nothing of the
memory.
sort. All you do is try and pull it off like you're some kind of non-lecherous creep, and
I'm not okay.
whatever. Anyway, but it's still, again, it's Foreigner. Do you ever want to hear Jukebox Hero again?
Yeah, you know what? I like Jukebox
No,
Hero.
you don't. You just
I like Working for the Weekend.
That's Loverboy, dummy.
Loverboy. Okay, you're oh jeez. You know what? As soon as that came out of my mouth, I'm like, wait, that's
Yeah,
Loverboy.
okay. So here's the thing. Do you ever want to hear Urgent again?
Yes.
No, you
I
don't.
do. I mean, they had some. These weren't. Foreigner wasn't great, but they were
You want to
good.
hear Jukebox Hero again? Ever?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do.
Come on, dude.
Yes,
How long
I
did
do.
you work in rock radio?
Oh,
You
jeez.
can't take another spin by
15 years, maybe.
no, you can't take it. You can't take another spin of any of those songs.
I see. You have a harder time. There's certain bands that I don't ever need to like. I never need to hear Pink Floyd ever again.
See, now there you're wrong. You need to hear more Pink Floyd.
I don't need.
It would help
I
you
don't
to listen
need
to
it.
Pink Floyd.
It really wouldn't.
It would.
It would give me a
It
headache.
would make your life better. It would do you. It would do you some good. And to invest in some Genesis, I think we're on the right path. I'm helping you here. This is me looking out for my friend Dave.
No.
Okay.
No, not happening.
All right.
Sports. Tigers and Cubs were off. Florida beats Edmonton 4-1. Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. They lead that series 2-0. Boston, Dallas, game 3 of that best of 7 tilt set for Wednesday at 8:30. Boston leads that series 2-0. That's sports.
Say goodbye to $600 today. It's time for Jeopardy. We're in the tasty business once again.
Tasty business. All right.
And since the answer is not ketchup, I think you're going to have a hard time.
Hey, what if it's ranch?
Well, it could be ranch. We'll have to find
Or barbecue sauce.
Oh, barbecue sauce too.
Mustard, and that's it for me in the condiments.
All right. Like I said, you're going to have a bad day.
All right.
Named for a green sushi condiment, this company calls itself the world's hottest cloud storage.
Okay, first of all, sushi should not exist. It's disgusting.
I didn't ask if
it's raw fish.
Okay, let's pretend you're on Jeopardy, and we don't need angry little kicking guy comments like yesterday.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but no, you got to draw the line somewhere, and I'm a conscientious objector to this question.
Okay.
Because sushi is disgusting, and people just pretend to like it because it makes them feel upper crust. Because the elitists have decided that sushi is this incredible food item that only they can understand how great it is, and it sucks. It's raw fish. It's disgusting. So please, no.
Are you refusing to answer this question?
I refuse to answer. I don't know the answer anyway. So
all right,
that's my cop out.
So I have to get the calculator out to do the math here because it's hard. There's a lot of numbers. But it's wasabi.
Oh, wasabi. Wasabi.
Mm-hmm. If you would have known that, you'd have been 600 to the good, but you didn't.
Yeah. But I do know what wasabi is though.
You do?
So I'm
okay.
But I did not know that was what you were referring to.
Well, thank you for your stout conscientious objection to.
Well, again, so you got to take a stand somewhere.
I'm glad you did.
I'm passionate about a few things. One of them is that sushi is disgusting.
Okay.
And it doesn't need to be consumed by anyone ever again.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, thank you, Dave.
You're
Dave,
welcome.
We'll look forward to your afternoon selfie at the bar later today, which is always a plus. Being a, afternoon drunk in the town of
Okay, I was not an afternoon drunk. I was contemplating whether or not I'm a little too old to wear a backwards hat.
Do I look like Fred Durst? I think I do. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Happy Tuesday, Muskegon. Today will be very mild, and we do have a chance for some rain tonight, but otherwise we've got very warm, beautiful weather on the way, so let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Today will be very mild, and we do have a small chance for some rain overnight tonight. and in the later hours and overnight on Thursday. But otherwise, we will have very dry weather this week. And along with that dry weather, we'll also have much warmer temperatures finally. So that is very exciting for us. And these warmer temperatures are already apparent across the entire county. So for today, Tuesday, most of our towns further away from the lake towards the east side of the county are in the lower 70s for their high temperatures, and closer to the lake on the western side, we are in the higher 60s and the mid 60s for some of our towns, and even right along the lakeshore we have broken into the 60s again, which is very exciting because of how cold it's been. So we can hope that'll warm up for hopefully some beach days soon here. But overall for the county today, your high will be around 71 degrees with mostly sunny skies and some winds out of the southwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight will cool down to about 59 degrees, and we do have a 30% chance of seeing some brief rain showers overnight, but that shouldn't interfere with the majority of our schedules, and we will have some winds out of the south around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And here is a look at that future radar for possibly tonight, which it could start around midnight, but here we can see that it will be very light and it shouldn't interfere much. But if you have any projects or anything outside, you still might want to cover it up if it can't get wet. We do have one more chance for rain in our forecast. That'll be on Thursday night, a 40% chance, but otherwise there is a lot of sunshine and a lot of warmer temperatures as well. We start off our midweek here in the mid to higher 70s, and by the end of the week on Saturday and early into next week, we are back into the 80s, which is very exciting and some beautiful weather we're looking at. Our lows are going to be in the lower 60s, so even at night, we'll still stay pretty warm, so it'll be some great nights to go catch a sunset or go out on the boat. Just very exciting weather for us since it has been so cold. That is all for your Tuesday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health for the Muskegon Channel. I'm Tegan Schultz, and I hope you have a great day.